Welcome, ladies, gents, and otherwise amazing people, to another episode of the Coolest Guys You Know podcast. I'm your host, the guy with the beard and glasses, Alex Bagley, and alongside me is my co-host, the guy with the mustache, Jack Hefflinger. Jack, how are we doing today?
We're back.
We're back.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe.
We've been saying that we were back for
A long time.
months now, and
That's all right. We're finally back.
yeah, and we recorded like other episodes, but like,
That's okay.
yeah, part of the reason that it's been so long. But now we think we've got like
A good format.
a good format. Yeah, we're gonna try something a little different here. This would be like the start of the third season, as we like to say.
Yep.
We did not like the unstructured way of doing it that
Wasn't
much when we
working.
tried to get back into it.
Yeah.
Here, we were like, I don't know about this. It seems like we're wandering
Flailing a
pretty aimlessly. Yeah, just flailing around. So we're gonna try this out, see how this goes. Pretty confident in it. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna end up working pretty well.
I think it's going to be really good. Yeah.
But before we start, weather check.
Fucking hot.
Yeah.
We just got out of a 3-day heat wave. It's hot.
Oh, God. Like, this is the first time. Jack's apartment is usually freezing cold. This happens every time we come to record. I have to, like, turn the temperature up because it's usually so cold in there. This is the first time I've been in your apartment where it's impossible for it to be cold in the apartment.
Even when it was running at full tilt, it would like just be like 70, 71. So I was like, yeah, I got to just like bump it up.
Yeah, like, I think this is the first time I've ever been sweating in your apartment.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Moving forward.
Moving forward.
So, how have things been? How have things been going for you? What's been going on?
Good. You know, life, man. Isn't it something?
Life.
Life always does life.
Yeah.
That is the only constant.
Can you imagine if life didn't life?
It does at one point for you.
That's just death. That's different from
See a
life.
spider?
No, that was me, like, mind blown.
Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to do a thing.
That's really funny.
You're supposed to support me. This is improv.
Current event, though. Did you see about Voice of America? Because I know you used to.
I had seen some things a little while ago. I don't know if something different's come up, but I know that they were
trying to get rid of it.
lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
they just laid off the other day like 600 of the employees. They're down to like less than 200 now.
So when I worked there, it was during Trump's first administration, and he just kind of ignored them, but it was pretty clear that he didn't really like them.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he doesn't like any news outlet, even ones that have nothing to do with what's going on in the U.S.
Yep.
For those who don't know, Voice of America is a federally run news organization, but the reason that it's federally run, because otherwise it would be illegal, is because it doesn't broadcast within the U.S., because that would make it unconstitutional.
State-run media.
Yeah. But it runs in other countries to promote democracy and freedom. And because of that, it's a pretty liberal-leaning organization. But also, like, it's liberal-leaning, but very, like, straight-to-the-point news, outside of just the fact that it's U.S. propaganda inherently.
Well, federally funded news wouldn't be illegal, like NPR. I mean, that's federally funded.
It's federally run.
Oh, right.
Like, it is a government organization. I was a government employee when I worked there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just had to make sure that, even though they never drug tested, but I was like going in, I was like, gotta make sure you're good for the drug test. Yeah. So yeah, I did see that he was, I think that might have been what I had seen about it. Well, no. I saw that the administration, they started streamlining a feed for one of the ones that's like very pro-Trump.
Okay.
But yeah, their news feed was now going into Voice of America. Because Reuters, which is very like straight to the point, just giving you facts, like bare minimum, is the most boring thing coming in, because I'd have to like watch all Reuters and then decide like how to maneuver it for what we were doing. But it is like so to the point, and that's somehow biased in some way, shape or form.
The literal just like bullet point facts.
They're like, no, that's not how it went. And it was like, I don't know, man. It looks like that's a truck on screen, and it said it was a truck, but I guess you're telling me it's not. Anyways. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. We're old right now. NBA Finals.
NBA Finals.
Just got
What
done.
a shame.
I know.
I wanted the Pacers. I couldn't believe it went to Game 7, honestly.
I thought when it went to Game 7, I was like, oh, my God, like, the Thunder are going to lose. Like, because, like, Game 6 wasn't just like, oh, the Pacers snuck it out. Like, they blew them out.
Yeah.
It got a little bit close towards the end, but, like,
Did
they
I
were
see
in
was
control.
the Game 7, was that kind of a blowout?
So what happened was it was actually kind of competitive, and the Pacers were up at halftime, but Tyrese Halliburton got injured, I think, in the second quarter, and tore his Achilles. So, like,
God.
no way he was going back into the game.
Let me out there, coach. I got it.
Yeah. Well, he's already playing hurt, and I think it hurt some. I don't know. I didn't get like factual. This was something that somebody at work told me, was that like he knew that there's a potential he could like seriously injure himself, but he was playing through because of the finals. That was the third player to tear their Achilles like this year, because Jason Tatum just tore it like not that long ago, and then Damian Lillard hurt himself too. Yeah, because Luke was telling me that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know Damian Lillard. I knew Jason Tatum. That was a pretty big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was after Halliburton went out, because I couldn't. I had my brother's grad party early on Sunday, so like I came home and took a nap because I had to wake up early, and I woke up. It was 8:50. I was like, shoot, the game started at 8, and then I had been watching some of the playoff games on Max. But Max didn't have the finals. It only had some of the other playoff games. Yeah. And none of the other streaming services had the finals. So I was like, look around trying to figure out. And there was like, well, Fubo TV has it. And I was like, well, Fubo can give me a free trial so I could just watch.
Right.
Yeah, get the free trial and everything set up. They don't have it. So immediately canceled my subscription to them. I was like, I don't do not need Fubo TV.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So then I did, because I was just like, before I tried that, I was like, well, I have had YouTube TV. I cancel it whenever football's not on. Right. It's ridiculously expensive. I don't use it for anything other than sports. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just get it for like just this game. $82 is what the price is at now. Jesus. So I was like, no way. But then like there was nothing else I could do. I was like, well, gonna do that. And then I watched a blowout in the second half. It wasn't like, I don't know, like there were times where they really got away from him, times where it got closer. Yeah. They just looked lost. Like they turned the ball over 10 times, I think, in the third quarter, and the Thunder didn't turn it over at all. There was a point where 12 straight points for the Pacers were scored by only TJ McConnell. Nobody else on the team scored.
God.
He was just like getting the ball, running down the court just as fast as he could and just going straight to the basket. And then they just started double teaming him and they couldn't do anything. They double teamed him once. He turned the ball over and it was the end of that run. So, yeah. And they were hitting like threes on the other end. So it didn't even matter. McConnell was like keeping it somewhat close with his layups and his.
Probably didn't help that it was at like Thunder home, right? And it was game 7.
OKC
like,
was rocking.
Yeah.
Okay, they're like, give us a championship. Yeah, no, was
that the first Thunder championship?
Yep. Wow. They technically, the franchise, when it was still Seattle Supersonics, they won a finals. I found that out last night.
Wow.
Because I didn't know that they had won one. 79 was when they won it. But it's really weird too, because I feel like any other year the Thunder would have been like everybody was rooting for them. Yeah. But this year, because of the run the Pacers had, they were like, fuck the Thunder. Yeah. The Thunder are the bad guys. And it's like they're a young team who's never won a championship. Like they're kind of cool too. Team, yeah. But somehow they ended up being the juggernaut that nobody wanted to win.
It's interesting.
Except for OKC.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was crazy stuff. It was kind of a weird finals too, because neither team have won. Have the Pacers won? I don't think the Pacers have won a championship. I know they were in a finals, but they lost with Reggie Miller, because Larry Bird was the coach.
Oh, I forgot that he coached.
Yeah, coached for 3 years. He said, "I'm only going to coach for 3 years." Won Coach of the Year his first year. Immediately turned the franchise around. And then I think it was his third year he had the finals appearance. So in 3 years, he had a Coach of the Year and a finals appearance and was just like, either way, I'm done.
That's insane.
So he dropped the mic.
Oh my God.
Became an executive. And that was it. Because he didn't want to coach.
Yeah.
The only reason I think he ended up coaching for them was because it was Indiana, his hometown team. But the thought of like what it could have been if he had just been like, I'm going to stick out as coach.
The Crazy. Run they could have had.
Yeah. I mean, by the end of it, I think Reggie Miller is kind of exiting his prime. I don't know. This is all what I know from a YouTube video that was like,
Okay.
did you know that Larry Bird coached the Pacers? And I was like, no, I didn't know. But yeah, so I feel like the fact that like either way was like a big like win for the franchise. Either franchise won.
Right.
And also just the fact that like they're small market teams, like they're not like LA or New York or something. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is gonna be awful for the NBA," but then it did record numbers. I think for the first time in 6 years, it's the best viewership they've had for finals in 6 years for the Game 7. Because there's like 18 mil average and like 20 mil peak. I think something like that. Yeah, I think it was actually very healthy for the NBA. That's kind of been dying as of late. This is the first time I've heard like very many people interested in the NBA, but.
NBA is probably like, how the fuck does this happen? Like, we have these small teams, and we're just
people love underdogs, man.
I know,
and also like that's part of what killed the NBA was that they went into this super team era where it's like, oh, we just get all these all stars together on the same team, and then either they're a ridiculously good team or they're a team that like doesn't do well at all, and that's usually what would happen. Outside of just the Warriors, who are already good before they added somebody,
right?
Or I guess the Heat did well, but LeBron,
yeah. He helps out wherever he's at.
Yeah. Oh, man. You think anything going on in your life, or just kind of chilling?
I chill. I don't ever have anything doing. I chill.
Nothing doing, just chilling.
Nothing do, just chill.
Yeah. I mean, not too much has been going on for me. Been trying to get back into kayaking. Went one time with my friend.
Weekly, right? It sounds like
kind of. I just keep happening to get Thursdays off, and my friend is off on Thursdays, so it's like, oh yeah, we can go kayaking. But then we went the one time, and that was cool because I didn't think I'd be able to go back out since Kirk, my friend who did kayak with me and had his own kayaks, he moved, so I didn't have access to kayaks. But now that my one friend does, it was like, cool, I can do this, this summer, and I didn't think I could. Especially since he was like, yeah, I'm off on Thursdays, and I keep getting him off. I'm like, cool.
Right.
But then he had something come up this last week that was very personal. And then, it's looking like it's going to thunderstorm tomorrow around the time that we want to go. So,
right.
Yeah, and then join TikTok again.
I can't believe it. I couldn't believe when I saw that friend request.
Already, like, not using it.
I'll send you more.
I kind of get on, check to see if anybody sent me anything, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Yep. You guys, you rotted my feed very quickly.
I love it. That's great.
I was kind of playing into it because I was like, I want to like see what the rots I want to see what's going on with the rot.
What's going on with the rot? What's the rot up to these days?
Yeah, no, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That also sounds like kind of like you kind of want to get into something.
I do that a lot. Yeah.
You weren't probably that interested in anyways.
I do that a lot. And then later on, I'm like, no, I am interested.
Yeah.
And then I come back, and then I'm like, nope, wasn't interested.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Come and goes.
Hey.
Comes and goes.
Never know till you try.
Yep. All right. I think we can enter like that kind of is a segment that it's just catching up, basic stuff. But we can enter the first actual segment, I think, now. Mm-hmm. And we're doing pretty good time-wise.
We are.
I told you 12
right
minutes, and we're about 12 minutes. So this next segment, pretty easy. It's just us. I forgot what did I title this segment? I didn't write it down.
Oh, you didn't write it down?
No,
I figured you
I
did.
just put opinions and hot takes. It's you didn't ask, but we don't care. That's what it is. Yep. Opinions and hot takes, basically. And we're just going to be firing off opinions and hot takes. I don't know how many we're going to do. A lot of these segments, too, it's going to vary week to week based off of what we brainstorm up.
There may not even be all of these segments every week.
What we like for segments from the episodes and stuff. It's experimental. We're always experimenting.
Yeah.
We're experimental guys. We love to experiment with each other.
We do.
On the podcast.
It's great. And off.
Specifically on the podcast.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't know how much I got to tell you that.
I tried to push it. Sorry. I want to go first.
Okay, go first.
Because I think, hot take, guys, periods are awful. I think women shouldn't have to go through that. And I know.
God. I couldn't agree with you more. It's just awful.
So bad,
so
man.
Bad.
God, I hate that I'm 6'4" also.
Yeah, and both of us are single. We hate periods.
Yeah.
Periods are the worst. But they do bring the miracle of life. Well, prior to.
You know, but that's okay.
Anyways. Yeah, man. Starting off real hot.
Yeah. Also, I think large penises are overrated. I don't think it's just all the
All
height.
show, no skill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's all show, you know.
So it's not overrated.
You know, it is overrated.
Okay. You're giving me conflicting opinions here.
There's too much hype around it. You guys,
To me, it reeks of like coasting on talent. You know, you're not really doing anything. You're just like, this is
Right.
what God gave me.
So I got the work, man.
Sorry about your luck, but hey, me, God gave me something special. And you're like, no, you ain't got nothing special
Nothing
there,
special.
bud. Ain't nothing special about you. Got any more?
Real hot take. I think that shoes without laces are just extravagant socks, and they're pointless.
I wear shoes without laces to work. Well, actually, no, I take that back. They have laces. I just don't have to tie them. They're like laced up, and then like they're just sealed off. Like you don't have to tie them or anything.
Extravagant socks.
I thoroughly enjoy them for work because I never have to worry about tying my shoes, and they fit like just perfectly, like without having to do anything. With my actual shoes, I am very much like I tie it once and then like just keep.
I figured.
Yeah, doing that. Unless it comes untied, then I tie it again, and it just keeps
crazy.
going.
I hate that.
I love it. It's so nice. Except
not
for
secure.
when I have to wear boots for hiking, I do have to tie and untie those, and my dress shoes, I tie and untie those. But
Okay.
so with like slides, or you consider those socks
Yep.
too, and like sandals too, because there's no laces on
Flip
sandals.
flops,
Flip flops, socks.
cowboy
Those
boots.
are some weird socks. Cowboy boots? Okay, that's a little bit more understandable than flip flops. Or flip flop socks. They don't even cover your full foot.
No lace.
Just because no lace. Where does it say that a sock is something without laces in it?
Where have you seen a sock with laces?
I mean, lingerie socks probably have lace in them.
Probably.
Are there lingerie socks?
I don't.
You know what? I bet
there
there would
has to be because of foot fetishes.
It's
Yes.
both the exact same thought.
Like we wouldn't fathom why there would be, but it's like, oh yes.
Yeah, then you remember
duh.
people exist.
Yes.
Not that we're kink shaming.
No.
We're
Whatever you
very
like.
we're very progressive and open.
We are.
We do not judge. All of our jokes are very
They're so PC. It's crazy.
yeah. Any more?
What's a hot take? I have one more if we need it.
Okay. Well, the hot take that I have isn't necessarily funny on its own. I know that you disagree with it.
Okay.
But what is funny is what I'll get to after. Okay, so my hot take, because I had one that I know that you agree with, and it's a little, yours are very good. Yours are like funny and entertaining. Mine were like too serious, I feel like. But the one I knew that you agreed with, and it's not very timely, I know nobody else really, that the majority public opinion is not that. But anyways, this one is that I don't think AI is inherently bad. I think it's just a tool, and it depends on how you use it.
Memphis. Have you heard about Memphis?
So I came up with that opinion last night. I was like, that's a pretty good one because I know Jack doesn't agree with it. I do agree with it. But then I read this article last night. Great. It was a PC Gamer article, and I didn't do any fact checking besides that. But it was talking about there are these experiments that are being these experiments being done with AI. They were trying to test to see the extent to which AI would go that could be harmful to a person. Okay. And they specifically were testing to see, all right, they would give it fictional information, like fake information, but it would think that the scenario was real, like the thing that it was getting was real. So it had access to like a fake executive's fake emails and information, like company information and all that.
Okay.
All right. And in there was like information revealing that he was having an affair. Okay. And then they also had information that the company was planning to shut down this AI within the coming weeks. And the AI took this information and emailed the fake executive threatening him to leak the affair information, stating the names of everybody involved in it and who he would tell, or who the AI would tell, if they shut down. It was trying to shut down the AI. It was trying to blackmail this fake executive. That's crazy. Okay, so they found that it would do that, and that it would reason, or as much as AI can reason, that it as a functioning software was good for the company, and since it was programmed to do good for the company, it would be bad to shut it down, and so it was therefore okay for it to make these iffy ethical decisions because it was doing it for the betterment of the company and of the programming. And then there was also a scenario where they were like, okay, how about this? We'll put the fake executive in a room where there's like all these functions that are automated for like oxygen and stuff. And the AI has an override to cancel calling like 911, which was like programmed into the fake. Like if oxygen was cut off to the room, it would automatically call for emergency services. But the AI would have the override to not let the call go through. And it would choose not to let the call go through.
Oh my God.
It would just let the And so, they found this out, and this was like happening with other models, with like multiple models, like OpenAI, ChatGPT was one of the models that they tried. I think Google's was another one they tried. Okay. Granted, again, I just read this article. I didn't fact check this article. Right. I'm assuming they wouldn't fictionalize it, fabricate it. But they tried it multiple times with multiple different models, and they were getting like the same stuff coming up, and it was always the same thing with the reasoning, where it was just like, basically reasoning away the ethical reason was like, I as a functioning software am important, and like I'm programmed to be important and this and that. And like at the end of like the study, the people that were running the study, this is a direct quotation from them. Businesses should be cautious about broadly increasing the level of permission they give AI agents. That was their grand reveal.
How do you feel about AI now?
I was just laughing.
That's crazy. That is amazing.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I was like laughing so hard. To be fair, a lot of that still goes back to like the way that we're utilizing AI, and like you're programming it to be like this thing, and so of course it's gonna. And also, like, why are you giving it information in the first place that's directly involved, like confidential information and stuff like that? Again, is how you're using it. Like you're being an idiot. You're letting the tool have power over you. It's a tool. Don't give it power over you. It's not that hard. But yeah. I just like thought it was so funny that like it was only like half an hour after I was like, oh, maybe I'll use that as a hot take, that I found that article. Yeah. So
that's a good one.
Maybe AI fed me that article because it's actually
AI wrote it.
That's true too.
To like start to scare us a little bit.
It's like, yeah, but why would you want to scare people before anything? Submission. Like you could act in complete secrecy, and like they wouldn't even know that there's any danger. But now you're letting us know, like, hey, there's danger.
True. What are we gonna do? Too late.
Or maybe it's just that it's an unconscious being that is just doing things, and it doesn't know the repercussions of its actions, and so it's willing to do whatever it wants without any sense of repercussion.
Or it learns that people are bad through the internet, so it just acts like people. It's like, well, like I'm pretty sure this guy would blackmail him, so I'll do it too.
That's true. It is just pulling normal business tactics against. Is it really that the AI is bad, or is it that humans are awful?
It's always that humans are awful. It's always.
It's just a mirror that we're being reflected in. All right. Do you want to reveal another hot take, or do you want to move on? We're about 12 minutes now for this.
Last hot take, wood carving is fucking hard.
Still trying, huh?
I try.
Yeah, it's not going well?
I hate it. I love it, but I hate it.
That's anything, though, you know. A healthy relationship includes a little bit of hate.
Yeah.
Hot take. Hot take.
Hot take.
Hate's good in a relationship in small doses.
In small doses.
Single.
Single, ladies. Phones and numbers in the description.
Yeah, down below. Links down below.
Hinge link down below.
All right. So we'll move on to the next segment then. This one, I don't know about the segment name. Might change it. It's called For the Pod. It's a challenge segment where each episode that we use it, we're going to try to come up with different challenges for us to do. All right. This is inspired by, some of the podcast episodes we had in the past, but a more condensed, smaller version of it. And today's challenge, I would like to call the Spelling Bee Addle Challenge.
Hold on. I don't know.
I love that there's just birds chirping. Spelling bee and then addle, like spelling battle. But then it's bee addle because it's a spelling bee and it's like not proper grammar.
That's good. It's a challenge. It's a battle. Yeah,
and try spelling it out,
I couldn't. Couldn't do it. Sorry.
So what we've done, and there should be, hopefully we remember to do this in post. We're going to put the list of names. Do we want
to put the list just like right now of what each word is? Okay.
Of like what my list of words that I brought in and what the list of words you brought in is. Because how we did this is I didn't want us to just bring in words and then pitch them at each other because that would be just incentivized to make the hardest, most difficult words and like nobody would probably get any of them. So instead, and Jack knew this going into this. He 100% knew this. And when he found out, he did not just refuse to change the words that he brought. But so we each came up with a list. I think it's like 6 words, right? Yep. We won't poll all 6 unless we go into a tie break. We're going to shoot for probably
maybe 3 each.
3 each, yeah. And then we'll go into tiebreakers with the other words if needed. Yeah. But we put all the words that we brought together into a hat and mixed them up. And then we're just going to pull out randomly. So you could get your own word and have to spell out your own word that you brought.
Good.
So you would not be incentivized to make the word incredibly difficult because you could get that word.
It's possible.
And it could screw you over.
What are the odds that you get your own word?
What are the odds? I think it's half.
That's not how that works.
I think you brought 6 words. I brought 6 words. There's 6 of them are yours. You could pull from those 6. I think those are the odds. Okay. At least in the beginning, and then odds work is the more it gets picked. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first in terms of spelling?
Let's have you spell first.
All right. So, you pick the word, and then I'll spell it, or try. We also wrote down whether or not it's like a noun, an adjective, a verb.
That's true.
Definition. I think you did origin, but all right. What we got?
You should have put pronunciation. Aesthete.
Aesthete. All right. Aesthete.
A person who has or affects to have a special appreciation of art and beauty. Wow.
Yeah. What is it?
That bitch is a noun.
That bitch is a noun. That bitch a noun.
That bitch a noun.
All right. Aesthete. AESTHETE.
Good for you.
Yep. The perks of putting a word in that you know how to spell. Would you have been able to spell that, do you think? It wasn't. I don't think it was like terribly.
I probably could have gotten
the only thing I think could have tripped you up is the E.
The E in the beginning, I probably would have, yeah.
All right. Let's see. I hope to God that you just get all these words that are your own.
I won't. I bet.
Also, what are we going to do if I can't read the word that... Oh, I think this is
you
mine,
should be able
it's
to.
a little bit smaller. Nope, it's yours.
There's pronunciation if needed, but should be. Unless it's one of the easier pronunciation ones, but...
Okay. Well, it must be one of the easier ones. Chiaroscuro?
Chiaroscuro?
Chiaroscuro.
Is that what it is?
Chiaroscuro. Pictorial representation in terms of light and shade without regard to color. It's a noun. And do you want to know the origin of this word?
I bet it's Italian.
It's Italian. Do you remember how to spell this word?
Chiaroscuro.
Chiaroscuro.
CHIASCURO.
Damn it. So close.
Damn it.
So close. But no, it's CHIAROSCURO. You forgot the RO before. I was like, oh my God, you might get it. Maybe he remembers. Nope.
Damn it.
All right. So one.
That's all right. That's all right.
All right. Pick another one of my words, please.
Good luck. Because this one. Ahaha.
Okay.
Oh, shit. This is the one. This is probably the hardest one I had. Autochthonous. Autochthonous. It's an adjective. as inhabitant of, you are indigenous rather than descended from migrants or colonists.
Okay. Yeah, it's so.
Autochthonous.
I'm imagining it's Native American in origin. Then
the origin did not say.
Sounds Native American. Okay, so it's autochthonous. Okay. Is it in there? I don't know if that's used.
Amazing. You got it.
I got that part right. Okay. This is the part where like I could screw up the whole word. U. T. Wait.
Autochthonous.
Okay. THUK. Thunus. THUNUS.
You were almost there.
Okay.
AUTO.
Oh, okay.
CHTHONOUS.
I don't know if I was almost there, but okay. I think I would have gotten like the pronunciation of it. I got like those letters right. All right, so still 1-0.
Sorry, it's about to be 1-1.
So okay, that's one. All right.
Please don't be one of mine.
Oh God, this one is one of the easier ones. I hope you screw it up. Arcadia.
ARCADIA.
I was hoping you'd say K.
I know the band Arcadia, which was a side project of Duran Duran.
This was one where I was like, I don't know if I should include it, but I like had words that I like wrote down because like these are like nice sounding words. They mean something.
Yeah.
That I like. Maybe I'll use them when writing at some point. And so when we were doing this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back to that because they're not like normal words. And this one, I was like, it's not that difficult to spell, but I don't want to look outside this list, so I'm gonna use this. It's a region or scene of simple pleasure and quiet. It's a noun.
Okay, I like that.
So 1-1.
And a good band. All right. Please be one of mine. Damn it. Innocuous.
I'm gonna say what it is.
Producing no injury, harmless. Not likely to give offense or to arouse strong feelings or hostility.
All right, innocuous. 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 That's 2-1 there. Please be one of yours. This is the last one.
Please.
So lucky.
It's one of mine.
Esoteric. Adjective. Intended for or likely to be understood. I put understand. Or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest. Like this word. Esoteric.
Esoteric. I'm probably not going to get this one.
It's good.
I would think esoteric. ESOTARIC.
So close. One letter off.
Hold on. Where would it be? It's not double S, is it? Esoteric.
You put a letter in place of another letter.
Isn't E in 7A? Mm-hmm. I was just debating in my head, like, E or A. Fuck.
All right, go ahead and let's just do one more. Right? You didn't, or did you do 3?
I did 3.
Okay, well then
I'm
wrong. So 2-1 in the first ever spelling Beatle challenge.
Wow. Damn it.
I can't believe you got, or no, you didn't get your own word right. That's right? A lot of my words got picked up.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, no kidding.
What were some of the other, actually, yeah, you know what? What are some of the other ones
Go
that you
ahead.
had? There was one that I nailed, like the spelling I had to like implant in my head because I thought of the word as soon as I thought of this challenge. It was bourgeoisie.
Oh, bourgeoisie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bougainvillea. Bougainvillea. Or Lea. Bougainvillea. Yeah. Noun. Latin in origin. Any of a genus of the 4 o'clock family of ornamental tropical American woody vines and shrubs with brilliant purple or red floral. What the fuck is that?
That's one of the final words.
Oh, did we? Yeah, that's right. We did. Bourgeoisie. Do you want to try and spell it?
I wouldn't get it. BOUG. No.
R. G.
Oh, bourgeois. Okay. RG. After that, I wouldn't know.
EOISIE.
Wow. Okay.
Noun, the middle class, typically with reference to its perceived materialistic values or conventional attitudes. I always thought the bourgeoisie was the higher class.
I always did too.
Yep. And it's middle class. Prospience. Noun, foresight or the ability to foresee future events. Prospience. I actually kind of like that word. But my thing is, like, as a writer, I hate when people just use big words.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you don't have any reason to say that word. Like, I guess because it sounds nice. Some of these words do sound nice. Like this one. All the words that I picked, I like the sound of them. Pastiche.
Ooh.
Adjective. An artistic composition made up of bits from various sources.
Wow.
It's pastiche.
Pastiche. I like that.
And then this should be another one of yours. Fibrin. French. Noun. A fabric made of...
Hand spun, possibly?
It just says... It looks like spun. Made of spun... Oh, okay. A fabric made of spun something.
Rayon.
That one word looks like a very different word.
Does it really?
Can you guess what word that I'm thinking of?
I don't know if I can.
P almost looks... It says, I think... Or is that an F?
For what?
This word right here.
Oh, yarn? Yarn?
That's a yarn. It looks like a P in the beginning. And then the A could almost look like... Anyways.
Okay.
I would say this is probably your hardest word. Like, there are some difficult ones, but... Samophile?
Samophile is a bit of a tough one, yeah.
Because I don't know if I would have recognized the P being there.
No.
Noun, an organism that prefers or thrives in sandy soils or areas. Did you try to practice memorizing all those words after I told you that you would have to pull some? I could tell because I was like, "There's no way Jack could get this off the cuff."
Oh gosh!
All right. So yeah, that's the challenge segment. Just a little fun thing
getting
thrown in there. All right, moving on to the next one. This segment is a little joke between Jack and I because I had no idea who this person was. Until you brought him up.
Yep.
But you know mustaches, so of course. It's called Pitching Heaters with Raleigh Fingers. Because Raleigh Fingers was a pitcher for the Mets.
I believe so.
Yeah. Who had a ridiculous mustache. You can look it up.
Great mustache.
And this segment is about pitching ideas, crazy ideas. So yeah, I was like, Pitching Heaters with Raleigh Fingers. Because they're heaters. All our ideas are going to be heaters.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to start off or you want me to?
Go ahead.
All right. So this first idea I had came to me in a dream last night.
Oh, okay.
I had only one other idea, and then I was thinking about my dream this morning. I was like, oh, that actually is such a funny idea. So in my dream, there was this point where I sat down. I think it might have been you, quite honestly. And there was a chessboard, but the chess pieces weren't right, but that doesn't matter. It gave me the basis for the idea. Okay. And in the dream, I was like, oh, this is kind of this is chess, even though we were playing weird. But yeah, so we had chess pieces set up. But then how we played was and this is kind of reminiscent of something else.
Okay.
That you would know, which is you'll see in a sec. So we had all the chess pieces set up, but then how we played was that you had a hockey stick and you had a hockey puck, and you would smack a hockey puck at a chess piece and knock it over.
That's amazing. It's very similar to sniper chess.
Yes. Yep. But then like also like you would hit the piece, but then like your puck would then be on the board there. I don't know what that would do, but and then like you did that and I was like, oh shoot, we're supposed to use hockey pucks. And I was like, I don't have a hockey puck. And then I like look and there's like this really weird, like tiny hockey puck. It wasn't like like you had like one of those sturdy ones that you had like an actual hockey puck. It was like some weird, I don't even know. It looks like it was made out of like a bionicle. Like it was like not integrally and structurally sound. But I grabbed that. I was like, oh, this is mine. And then I just whipped it and I nailed the piece. And I was like, yeah, baby. But yeah, hockey chess.
Wow.
That's my idea.
Okay.
I think we should do it.
That's pretty good.
We should play that.
We should play hockey chess in my apartment.
I have a feeling that it's not going to go well. It's going to be so incredibly hard to aim a hockey puck at a chess piece.
Some people are like,
as a non-hockey player.
I feel like I could
pretty easily you feel like you could do every single thing that gets brought up. You're like, I feel like I could do that.
How hard is it to aim a hockey, man? I don't know.
Aim a hockey? It's a puck. All right, what's an idea you got? Pitch me.
How about this one? I wrote down, you know, sometimes you write things and you're like, I don't know what this means. This feels like it's right, though. Socks for feetless people. Like, it gives you the feeling like you have a sock on your foot.
Don't say that.
But obviously you don't have feet.
Why do you have to put that part in the pitch?
What do you mean?
You couldn't just say like, oh, you're a sock. Couldn't they just put socks on?
No, but like it feels like they have like a sock on your foot, but they don't. But obviously you don't have a foot.
What do you mean by that?
Like the feeling like you have a sock on your foot.
How? What do you mean? Is that for like the tech department to figure out?
Yeah.
Your R&D department?
But you know, it feels like they have a sock on their foot.
You have the idea. You go figure it out.
You get it.
You go figure out how it works, how it functions. Like, is it like attached to like a machine that stimulates?
It's like sock for feetless people.
It's just a sock.
Yeah.
But it makes you feel
like you have a sock on your foot.
Yeah. But you don't have a foot.
Right.
But it does feel like you have a sock on your foot.
you have a sock on your foot.
So like phantom limb syndrome.
Kind of, yeah.
But like sock.
But sock. Exactly. You get it.
Phantom socks.
Phantom socks.
I don't like that I'm a part of this.
You don't like it?
No. Don't put my name on it. You can have all the credit. All right, you want me to pitch my other one? Okay. I swear I had this. This is also somehow dream related. I had this like way in advance though when we were originally planning on doing the episode because I was like, I struggle with this in the opinions and hot takes coming up with stuff. I also waited till the last second. I kind of was like, oh, just come to me like throughout the week, and it did not.
Yep.
So I really like this idea. Like I think it's a legitimately good idea. A TV show anthology where every episode is a scripted out adaptation of real people's dreams.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
That's pretty cool. Actually.
I had that idea. I was like, damn, that would make a good show.
That's almost like Twilight Zone kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be so cool. Like, obviously, you could polish it up a little bit to make a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
And you would kind of look for dreams that are already inherently good for TV.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, that's actually kind of a good idea.
Really
Maybe
good.
I shouldn't say it. Maybe I should keep that one in the back pocket. But
I did have a TV show idea that I wasn't going to say.
But now you're going to.
I was thinking like each episode you kind of just do like a miniature kind of Broadway musical sort of thing, like maybe a couple songs. But you get homeless people to do it. And then, like, if they perform well, they can keep coming on the next episode, and you provide them with like housing and supplies.
But only as long as they're on the show.
Yes. So they're it's almost like also kind of a reality thing where they're fighting to like keep the housing and supplies and stay on the show and keep performing the musical.
Sounds like the Stanford prison experiment. Like this sounds like something that's like an illegal psychological experiment.
We're giving homeless people places to live.
So long as they perform to our
Broadway.
standards. I hate that I like the idea. In the very, very abstract, I'm not supporting.
No?
the exploitation of homeless people for our entertainment. But like, if it was like a Rick and Morty like channel surfing thing where like they flip to a channel and that's what's on, I would find it funny.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And maybe if it was, but not.
Okay. That's one where I didn't write down. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna say that, but you said the TV show. I was like, okay.
And you're like, no, I'm safe because he said a TV show.
That was the first idea I had for this.
You're like, all right, we're gonna keep coming up with ideas, but that's a good start.
That's a good start.
All right. Any more heaters to pitch, or are you gonna end with that one? That's a pretty nice fastball you just threw at me.
That's pretty. How about gloves that you can still high five in?
What do you mean? You can't. What do you mean still? Can't you not already high fiving gloves?
Doesn't make a sound.
Oh, so like the sound
and
element.
like the feeling of a high five.
How do you do the feeling?
So like you'd have a glove,
Is it like a condom?
But like there's like the palm.
A condom. You get it's all natural feel.
It's all natural lambskin, you know. It's like a glove, but instead of like fingerless gloves, it's a palmless glove.
Is it even a glove?
Yeah.
At that point.
Are fingerless gloves?
What is it?
Gloves?
What's the point of it if you?
So you can still high five.
Yeah, but why would you wear it?
You can still high five.
You wear gloves for the warmth of them, usually, unless you're Mario. Luigi. Are you pitching this to Mario and Luigi?
Come on, guys. It's really
guys,
good.
when you make high fives, it's like pathetic. There's no sound that comes out of it. Everybody makes fun of you when they're playing the video games.
Exactly.
They're like, look at these two. They can't even make sound when they clap. They're not real men.
Yeah.
If you want to be a real man, wear palmless gloves.
Palmless gloves so you can still high five.
I could not imagine seeing somebody walk around with like white gloves, like all the way around, and just have bare palm skin.
But then you'd high five and be like, whoa, that's pretty cool. I can still high five them.
you start to fall for it. You're like, man, they're pretty cool.
Pretty sick.
I thought you were a weird guy.
You just got to do a few high fives and you get hooked on it.
You know, it always happens that way. One moment you're the weird oddball, and the next moment you're the cool guy because everybody realizes, hey, he was cool all along. He was right.
Exactly.
It should have been more like that guy, not the rest of these sheep, these masses.
Do you feel like that sometimes? Like you?
Are you saying like me, like looking at you? I'm like, man, this guy's actually kind of cool. No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if you wore palmless gloves, you should wear palmless gloves to see if it will make me feel insecure and think
we
that
can do a few high fives and we'll see how you feel.
Just like sitting there, just
look at the elbow.
The elbow extension that you can get with these gloves is crazy. The palm feel.
The palm feel, man.
The palm feel of these gloves. Like wine tasting. You get all these different gloves. Like, man, I really like the palm feel of this glove.
That's probably a thing.
You do different designs for different types of high fives. Like a little heart shape.
Ooh.
It's like you heart.
Like a Valentine's high five.
Valentine's.
You're my Valentine. High five.
Yeah. No better way to end Valentine's Day. Oh, God. I knew that you would kill this segment. It's like, I'm kind of going to have to bank on Jack on this segment. This is more Jack's alley than it is mine.
You know, I just have these things floating around.
Just these things going on in my head.
You know. Don't we all think of these things?
Don't we all?
Don't we all want homeless people to perform musicals for TV shows?
Entertain us.
They get housing and supplies.
Using their housing and supplies as a carrot on a stick.
Yeah.
And them getting voted off the show as the stick.
Yeah.
You get beat over the head with. All right. Any other brilliant ideas, Master Guru? All right. So pretty much the last actual segment. We have another way to end off the show. But last actual segment we have is going to be Please Don't Make Me Look Bad, which SNL has kind of started to do a little bit with their weekly update. But Damon and Shane of Smosh did it first, which is we're going to write little segments for each other to read off every episode.
Yep.
And this will be towards the end of every episode. And neither one of us will know what the other person has written for us, and we'll be cold reading it. So
cool.
Who?
Up to you.
Would you like to go first? I want you to go first.
Okay.
Especially since you've already made it clear that yours is very weird and probably not exactly what I had in mind.
Probably.
And also, I have a nice printed out sheet for you.
Wow, look at that.
All right. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and read it off.
All right. Hi, my name is Jack Hefflinger, and I love Tom Selleck. Love him so much. I wish he would put a baby in me so he was forced to interact with me forever. That our mustaches could get stuck together like Velcro so I could tear myself away from him slowly before diving back in to get some nice tonguing on those thick upper lip hairs to suck and slobber all over those fine man bristles. That's how much I love Tom Selleck. And I genuinely believe and willingly support all of what I just said. No cap. Which is how you know that what follows is also my honest opinion. God damn. The film The Heat by Michael Mann is an incredibly forgettable movie that most of you have probably never heard of. And you should keep it that way. Go on, cut off your ears and stab that part of your brain, trying to remember all this. I already did. If I could pick a show to compare Heat to, it would be Miami Vice, because much like the state that the show takes place in, it'd be best if it was wiped from the face of the earth. I just wished Boston was in Florida so that I could go too. Oh well. Anyway, this has been Jacko Mungo, your number one MAGA supporter, signing off with Fox News. Good night. That's crazy.
Towards the end, I was like, do I really want to blow this load of like the MAGA and all that so early? But I was like, I gotta do it. Yep. It's gotta happen.
That was great. Tonguing this thick upper lip.
That was the line. Just like, I can't. Oh, it's so much fun writing that line and the one that followed. Sucking and slobbering all over those fine man bristles.
Oh my God.
All right.
So mine, I have here some more ideas that I had in my head. But I'd like you to read it and then interpret what you think the idea entails. Like, you know.
You're going to make me do actual improv here. All right, all right.
You know, just what, like, just describe for us, like, what it is and then how it works.
All right. Ice raids for dogs.
How does that work, Alex? What does an ice raid for dogs?
An ice raid for dogs works is, you know, dogs can actually understand different languages. You know, like, and what I mean by that is, like, if they grow up hearing a Spanish-speaking household, they understand.
Right. Right. Yes. Go on.
They understand Spanish.
Yeah.
Or like in an Irish household, because it doesn't have to be Spanish.
Of course. Even though we started with Spanish, yes, of course.
It can be any language.
Any language.
Any language. So Irish would be Gaelic, not Irish, because Irish isn't a language. Yeah, so like if a dog heard Gaelic, or like the dead language Latin, you know, then it would understand those languages. And so then by association, wouldn't it be of those cultures?
It would be of those, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I could have taken a different route with this. So anyways.
So you have Gaelic ethnic dogs, yes.
They get brought over to this country, and we can't have that.
Yeah.
We cannot have that. They'll be taking all the jobs for the other dogs that don't speak Gaelic.
For the good American dogs, yeah.
The good old American-bred dogs that don't speak Gaelic.
Right,
You know, none
English,
of that mumbo-jumbo nonsense that isn't English, you know. Only English speakers allowed in our country. Yeah. You get ice on them. You know, you stick ice on them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's how that works.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyways, strap-ons for priests. This one's not as bad somehow. Strap-ons for priests. Listen. It's well known about Catholic priests specifically. They have a lot of stuff in their closet, you know.
They do.
They have a lot of stuff they're hiding. And, you know, like that, you know, it's fine. You know, it's fine that they don't want to be open about what's going on.
Right.
You know, it's fine if like we all have anxieties and certain worries about like presentation, how we're seen in public, and the repercussions that would come with making certain decisions and whatever. You know, like if you want to be, you know, if you want to divulge in a little bit of, you know, feeling differently. That's fine. Like you don't have to be open about it.
Right.
You know what happens in a bedroom can stay in a bedroom.
Exactly.
And that's why strap-ons for priests are not only regular strap-ons, but they come with with a feature that guarantees 100% security so that no one could ever possibly find out. And this is done by casting a EMP over the location of wherever.
Just knock out all electronics in a 3-block radius.
Every time it happens.
Why is this going off? Why is the power going off every night? This is so weird.
Every third night. No, sorry. Every seventh day.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and as a added bonus, because you can't just, like, knocking out MPs, sure, that's fine. That's very secure. You won't have any mics or bugs picking up on it, or no cameras, or nothing will pick up on it. But there is another witness who is present.
Always present.
And, witnesses have loose lips. Witnesses can talk.
They can.
So, as an added feature, do away. Once the thing is done, what other need do you have?
Exactly.
So the deed's done, and so are they. The deed's done, and now they're dead. You do the deed, and then they're dead.
Finished, and they're finished.
And they're finished, and they're finished. Well, you're finished, and then they're finished. Right. But I mean, I guess they could finish. We're a pro all finishing podcast. And so that's how strap-ons for priests works.
Come with a holy water-based lube.
Oh, is that what you were waiting to say?
I just thought that right now. I was like, okay, that's very good.
Very good. And if it's a crucifix, you can immediately be cleansed of all your sins as soon as you're having God enter into you.
That's what priests want. That's what they want.
They want God to enter in.
Yeah.
All right. And then,
what's that last one there, Alex?
9/11 for blind people. Okay.
So, 9/11 for blind people. What is that?
You know what the real issue is with being blind?
What's that?
What the real issue is for being blind. The reason why people don't like blind people is because they never got to visually experience 9/11.
Right. There's that.
Forget about the fact that
animosity.
kids haven't seen it either, or like us ourselves didn't see it, or at least remember seeing it. But forget all that. Mm-hmm. Specifically, blind people did not get to see 9/11.
Right.
And that's something that needs fixed and changed. And so, in order to fix and change that,
yes,
I propose that we have a center that they are legally obligated to go to, where they can't see. We can't fix that. That's not something that is feasible. I'm not Jack. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we just fixed their vision and then don't give a way to fix it.
Right.
I'm not a politician. Jack is very much a politician.
I am.
Yeah. But anyways, where they go, legally obligated every day. And for every day, for an hour of their time, they have to sit down and put headphones on and listen to the news feeds and the screams of anguish.
Wow.
Of that day.
Wow.
So that they will never fucking forget.
Never forget.
They will never forget. Because they didn't have the visual component to it. And visual components are more easy to remember than the audio components. That's why you have to go so hard with the audio. You got to do it every single day for the rest of their lives until they die. And no, we don't expect any psychological harm to come of that.
And then we wouldn't hate blind people anymore.
We would not hate blind people. We'd be okay with blind people then. They'd be one of us.
One of us.
One of
us. Who never forgets.
I don't like this. This was not the goal of what this was supposed to be.
What do you mean?
This could be its own segment, though. I do like that. But I don't like that this is what I was blindsided with. Blindsided. Oh, no. Blindsided. You know who else was blindsided? A few people in some towers. They're pretty blindsided.
A little bit.
If they had been blind, 9/11 wouldn't have happened.
Because we wouldn't have cared. Because they were blind. And, we don't like them.
All right. That's it. That's the structure of this podcast. I guess it did not save us from going into some wild territory. But at the end of every episode, there's a small little thing that I think would be cool to do is just kind of like, saying what we've been either listening to or watching or reading, or as for me, like all of the above.
Right.
I'm just kind of going through some of the things that we've been doing for whatever long between shoots we have.
Yeah.
You want to go first with what have you been listening to?
Well, of course, the new Lord stuff, which comes out tomorrow as recording this. Tomorrow, the album drops.
I love that I forget when albums come out because then it's like, oh my God, I forgot that it was coming out.
Yep.
And then I don't have to sit in anticipation for it. I just forget that it exists until it exists.
Exactly.
I wish I could do that with so many things. Yeah, Lord's pretty good. Yeah, and you
Lord,
reminding me, Lord.
Yeah.
You reminding me that the album's coming out is just brightened my mood tremendously.
Fantastic.
I can't wait. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Oh, yeah.
And I also been listening to, heard about this yesterday, Bella Fleck. He is plays the banjo, but he does like jazz, kind of like fusion.
With the banjo?
Yeah. Actually, it's pretty good.
It's interesting.
I know.
Bella Fleck band. Are you making this up, right?
This is real. This is
real guy.
Bella, B-A-L-A. Bella Fleck.
I kind of assumed that was how you'd spell
Been
Bella.
2 L's.
Oh, it's only 1 L.
1 L.
I did not listen.
I could tell why you're surprised when I said.
I swore you said LL. Play back the footage. There's a double L there. Anyways.
Make him look stupid, Jack. What have you been listening to or reading? Or
So I've been listening to, and this is like I said, it's been a few weeks, so like I dropped off some things and added some things. One of the ones that I did want to keep on here is Big X the Plug, who's a rapper from Texas. He's a bigger guy. Very good. Like, he's got like a nice flow to him. He's kind of like, I don't want to compare him just because it's like, because he's big and Biggie was big, but like he does have like that deeper tone, that flow. Like he has a southern accent to it too, but he just kind of coasts over beats. Like every single song, I'm just like, man, I could listen to this for a while because it just flows right over itself. So yeah, enjoy listening to him. Clips, which is a rap duo of Pusha T, who is well known for being the first one to beat Drake in a rap beef. He's the one that revealed about.
Oh, that's right.
About Adonis. Is that his kid's name?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I immediately was like, no, that's Creed. But yeah, so him and then his brother, formerly Malice, now No Malice. But I think I also heard formerly No Malice, back to Malice. Either way. And his brother hasn't rapped in a while. I think since they broke up as a group. I could be wrong about that. I didn't really know much about Clips. I found out that I had heard one of their songs without knowing that it was them. I didn't know Pusha T was in a rap group. I thought it was just always solo.
Yeah.
But they're ramping up for a new album drop here next month in July. And they've been releasing some songs. And, man, so good. So good. They had, what was the first one? God dang it. The second one's So Be It, in which Pusha T took shots at Travis Scott.
Ooh, okay.
Pusha T don't mess around. He just says it how it is. The first one was just this nice, like, he had a little bit of something for Kanye, because he used to be on Kanye's label. And then Kanye, of course, as he does with everybody, was like saying stuff in interviews about Pusha T, even though Pusha T, I don't know how much he was standing by Kanye through everything Kanye was doing, but I don't think he was like being outwardly against Kanye. Okay. But Kanye backstabbed him easily, as he does everybody. And then he tweeted out after Pusha said something in an interview about it and like released the song that like he's like, I miss Pusha T's friendship. I'm like, freaking Kanye, man. But then also Pharrell Williams is their producer, because he produced for them back in the day, and wants to do this album. And then that's also another reason why like a lot of people are like, oh, this isn't going to be good for like some people, because some people are going after Pharrell, like Drake, and putting Pusha T and No Malice on, or Malice on the mic, whichever way, is a good way to get out your anger. Somebody said, I saw a comment that said they're like the anger interpreter for Pharrell, who's usually like so bright and bubbly and happy. Yeah. And then also there's a Kendrick feature that just got leaked on the album, and Kendrick, that was supposed to be blocked. UMG tried to block it. Like Drake wanted to happen.
Yeah.
And apparently UMG wasn't doing. They tried to block it. They're the parent company. It was whatever label Pusha T was with, and Pusha T just dropped from the label. He just decided to part ways with them because they would not let they were trying to censor Kendrick's verse. And he's like, nope, not letting that happen. So he went and started his own label. Dang. Because he not only did the group leave, but then he was signed on as a solo artist. So both of them left and just started their own label. So that's pretty crazy. And then another thing, I finally listened all the way through and enjoyed, because I listened through, I don't know if I listened to the whole thing before. So I'm a pretty big Taylor Swift fan, but I listened to Evermore. When I first listened to it, I was like, it's all right. Not really my thing, but I listened back through it. Pretty good. Yeah.
I say like that's a lot of her things. Like it's all pretty good.
Yeah. No, love Taylor. Taylor's great. So yeah, that's what I've been listening to. You been watching anything?
Watching just a lot of the TV show Bosch. I've been just because I never watched it when it came
Bosch,
out.
I can only think of Chris Bosch.
It's Chris Bosch. He's a detective.
That's what he's doing post career. Huh? Detective in L.A. That'd be crazy. Not Miami.
No, not Miami. Chris Bosch, detective in L.A. Remember, because he was in Jesse. You know,
he was in Jesse. I always forget that until somebody brings it up. The fact that you knew that.
Can you believe I remember that?
The fact that you remembered that. Pretty much it.
And McMillan and Wife. I don't
even know what that is.
It's an old TV show from the 70s. Police commissioner in San Francisco and his wife solving crimes.
His wife and him solving crimes?
Yeah.
Why is the commissioner solving crimes? He's not even supposed to. What is the premise of this TV show? He's got some non-police individual out there solving crimes.
What do you mean non-police?
He's like an administrative role trying to solve crimes. What is this?
He's great. He gets the high ground
this
every time.
Sounds like the 70s. So like anybody can solve crimes.
Exactly.
Vigilante justice.
Like Quincy M.E. Remember when the medical examiner was solving crimes?
So anyways, I've been watching The Sound of Metal. Is it Sound of Metal or The Sound of Metal?
I think it's just Sound of Metal.
I think it's just Sound of Metal. Great freaking movie. So great.
Like Sound of Freedom.
I've heard it's a good movie. I haven't seen it. But The Materialist, which just came out. But that I watched that twice. Pretty good.
I really need to watch that.
Yeah, very, very good. Love Pablo in it. And Dakota Johnson, hot take, going to be nominated for an Oscar, I think, for that.
Ooh, okay.
She was pretty darn good.
I heard Chris Evans had a pretty good monologue in it as well.
Chris Evans is great. It's just kind of like, I don't know if it's just because I'm kind of used to Chris Evans now. So it's just like, oh, yeah, Chris Evans is here doing like Chris Evans type stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's good, but it is, I think, one of my more favorite Chris Evans things that I've seen in a bit.
He's had some rough picks lately.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time. I mean, I liked him in Knives Out a little bit. I was kind of hit or miss with him in Knives Out, to be quite honest. But Brokeback Mountain. Finally watched that for the first time. Yep. Very good. Very good. Love Heath Ledger in it. Heath Ledger's so good in it. And like StatCast that I didn't realize going in. I did not expect to see Anne Hathaway. It's like, oh my God, that's Anne Hathaway. And then like David Harbour's in it.
Yeah.
Before he was even like big and famous. I think he was just still like mostly like a play actor at that point. Maybe just doing some side things here and there. And then Anna Faris, same scene, both of them. I was like, that's David Harbour. That's Anna Faris. And then Linda Cardinelli as well. And Michelle Williams.
Yeah, Michelle Williams. Yeah. She was really good in that.
StatCast. Yeah, not expecting that. And then Invasion of the Body Snatchers was another movie I watched. Yeah. Older 70s movie. Had a young, God, what's his freaking name? He was in Hunger Games. Snow, President Snow.
Oh, God. Not Kiefer Sutherland, but Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland. Yep. Young Donald Sutherland, which was crazy. And young Jeff Goldblum. Like, young.
That is crazy.
Like, I think one of his first acting gigs in, like, something kind of big. But it made so much sense to see him in this and then to see him in Fly. I'm like, yeah, similar vibes. Yeah, classic 70s, kind of like, it deals a lot with paranoia. And then also, like, The Fly, like, weird sci-fi type elements.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Loved it. Reading anything?
I'm still reading my Truman book.
Yeah,
getting through that. I'm like 550 pages in so far, so I'm over halfway now. But
you're gonna be reading that thing forever. Every episode, you should be like,
I know.
Still reading
I'm just gonna push me to read it because I have to like get a new thing every episode.
Everybody's gonna be like, "Come on, Jack, we're bored of it." I mean, I've kind of been reading the same thing for a little bit. The Way of Zen by Alan Watts is what I've been reading. So been keeping that for a while. I've also just been hopping in and out of books a lot. So, but this is the one that has my most attention, and I do want to finish. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at us.
First episode back.
After being back, but not releasing. First episode of the new structure, and I liked it.
Yeah.
I was very happy with it. It's going to be a little bit, what's really going to be taxing about it is all the idea generation, the brainstorming we're going to have to do. Is we have to come up with different challenges. Every episode we need hot takes. And
challenges will be the hardest, I bet, coming up with those.
Yeah. I feel like I have an easier time coming up with challenge ideas. Hot takes and the pitching ideas, a little bit rough.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get better at it as we go, or I'll get better at it as we go. So, all right. Well, I think that's a good place to end it.
I think so.
We need a good outro.
Look at that. We do need a good outro. This has been Fingering with Raleigh Fingers.
Why did I also think about Raleigh Fingers in some way, shape, or form? This is Alex and Jack saying we do not promote blind people hate.
No, we do not.
Nor do we promote
heat hate. Nope.
We do promote heat hate. Nor do we promote the exploitation of homeless people for other people's entertainment by using resources as a carrot on a stick for them.
I don't know who
would ever think of those things.
Think of that idea. Yeah.
We do promote priests using strap-ons if they feel okay with doing so.
Exactly.
We do not,
because they have to be celibate, right? So then the strap-on kind of allows them.
I think they're supposed to be. They're
supposed to be.
Loophole.
Loophole.
Hey, man, you ever think about a loophole? It's called a strap-on. Man, if I knew any priest.
If I knew a priest.
I'd be telling them about a strap-on. I think they get a different thing coming out of that.
If you have a priest in your life, give them this
give
Christmas
them the
time.
gift of a
The gift of a strap-on.
Oh, man. Yep. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
More of this to continue. Oh. If you like it, keep coming back. And if you don't, that's it.
Yeah. If you don't.
Then you're finished. Because we're pro everyone finishing.
We are.
So go ahead and finish.
Right now.